Tesla camping will probably never feel as good as your bed at home. Well, at least that's what people say. But tonight, I'm running a little experiment. I've got the most comfortable Tesla camping mattress on the market and a really clever sleeping platform that's designed to flatten out the back of the car. The problem is, they both try to solve the same issue. So tonight, I'm going to find out if they actually work together or completely clash. But first, let me show you how I got there. Looks like we've found a spot for the night, and as you can see, it is pretty remote. I'm the only car here on this loch. One of the biggest problems with the Tesla Model Y is that when you fold the rear seats, it's got that annoying angle there. And luckily for me, the Fruble Ultralite sleeping platform completely levels out that angle. So first of all, let's get this thing set up. For the Fruble sleeping platform though, I'm going to basically need these covers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fold up my mat and just put it in the footwell of the car. Okay, so there you go, you can see we've now got a flat or flatter sleeping platform. I've made one mistake. I was supposed to bring the parcel shelf, so the parcel shelf basically sits. The parcel shelf goes on the top here, so you tuck the parcel shelf under there and then it just creates the final bridge. However, Fruble have thought about this. What you can do in this case, if you don't have the parcel shelf, is just pull this forward to help distribute the weight. And we'll push this forward slightly anyway because we need it to latch, and yeah, that'll be flat once we get the Snuuzu on there, or it should be flat once we get the Snuuzu on there. Now this is where things get interesting, because the Snuuzu is designed to self-level the slope, but the Fruble platform already self-levels the slope, so I have no idea if these are going to actually work together or not. This will actually be a really good test for the Snuuzu air pump, because I haven't actually charged this up in a long time, so I have no idea if it's got any charge, but let's just see. That's it, fully inflated, good job. Nice. So as you can see, the Snuuzu is really long, so it's actually sticking out a bit here, so I'm going to need to push the seats forward so I can pop it up, because this is the longest mattress that you can actually get on the market. And down here you can actually see the gap there that the seats create, and then the Fruble Ultralite is flattened at, and then we've got the Snuuzu mattress on top, and yeah, this looks pretty flat to me. One thing I think might be tricky is actually getting in, because the Snuuzu mattress is a bit thicker than most mattresses, and then obviously the Fruble Ultralite is raised the height at the bottom here. So I'm just going to pop my boots off just now and see if I can actually get in, how easy it is to get in. And I'm not too fussed if I do get this mattress dirty, because this topper is removable, so I could always remove it and wash it at home if I do get any dirt on it. Oh, this is nice. This is a good wee seat here. This is cool. I've got plenty of headroom here. What about actually getting inside? Oh. 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 And as an added bonus, we're going to wake up to this view. So yeah, a little bit of a squeeze getting in there, but still plenty of height for me to squeeze in, probably similar to the Model 3 maybe, although I don't have experience camping in the Model 3, so take that with a pinch of salt. But yeah, I'd say that that wasn't actually as awkward as I thought to get in and out. What I have done in the past when I've just used the Snuuzu, not with the Fruble Ultralite, is I've actually gotten in from here. So the Snuuzu would be slightly lower, and then I find that it's actually easy to get in from here, and then you can just chuck your shoes underneath in the footwell there, and you've kind of got something to hold on to here with the car as well. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the first night's sleep is like on the Snuuzu and the Fruble Ultralite. And you can tell just how cold it is. There's snow literally just up there in the hills, and above the clouds there's a lot more snow up there too. Pretty windy as well, so maybe some drone flying, maybe not, to be decided. Okay. So let's actually see how level the car is first. I like to just use the centre console here. What I'm going to do is turn it on its side there. So it's showing 1 degree angle, so that's fine, we're basically flat. There we go, 0 degrees, so the car is flat, but is the mattress flat with the Fruble Ultralite? So the important part is probably where our head's going to go, which is roughly here. So we've got a 3 degree angle it's saying there. What about further down? There you go, totally flat here. So it seems like where Snuuzu have their sort of like leveling system here, it is kind of counteracting, but I believe that once you put your pillow on there and you squish that down, that's basically going to be flat. Then obviously your chest is going to be flat. The only bit that might not be totally level is the feet area. However, I think that that is because the car is actually on a slope at this end. So we've got 7 degrees, 6 or 7 degrees. Let's take the Snuuzu off. What is the car saying with the Fruble Ultralite? 3 degrees. So it actually is a bit of a difference down at your feet. So your feet are sloping down a bit, which is actually really interesting. There's about a 3-4 degree difference there. And that would be fairly easy to solve, because you could just lay some clothing or some pieces of flat wood underneath there just to raise that up slightly, just to make it more level. But I think this is going to be fine. I could probably put just cool. Couple of guys have built up and set up a tent over there, so this place isn't all to myself, but it is what it is. So that's the bed setup for tonight, and the mattress and the platform actually feels surprisingly stable. I've had no issues getting in and out of it at all. I barely even noticed that the mattress is on the platform, to be honest with you. For me, I'm 5'7", I've got just enough room above my head here. I'm not sitting fully upright, but I'm comfortable enough, and I'm going to be spending most of my time sleeping horizontally anyway, so it's not a big issue. Yeah, so far so good, but the real test is how tonight's sleep is, so I'll let you guys know what that's like in the morning. Good morning and welcome to another incredibly windy and absolutely freezing day in Scotland. I cannot overstate how unbelievably cold it is up here. The wind chill is unreal. It says it feels like 1 degree Celsius, but it feels a lot colder than that. And I'm really feeling it now after a cold breakfast, so I think what we'll do is we'll get a hot drink and then we can chat about the results of the experiment. so cold. So how did the experiment go? Honestly, it was fantastic. Instead of the mattress and the platform fighting against each other, they actually worked together perfectly. My biggest worry was that I wasn't going to have enough headroom because the Snuuzu is a bit thicker than most Tesla camping mattresses. But because of the way the Fruble Ultralite is designed, it only really raises where your feet and your legs are. It doesn't actually decrease the height where your head and your torso is. So it was perfect. I had plenty of headroom, I was able to comfortably move about, and in terms of sleeping, it was totally solid, like completely stable. It really did feel like a real bed. It was almost like I had a really good quality mattress and then it was on a bed frame. That is genuinely how it felt. I did a mixture lying on my back, lying on my side, and when I was rolling about, didn't feel it moving at all. And as always, the Snuuzu was just fantastic. I had a bit of a sore back yesterday during the day, and then last night I just felt that pain just going away completely. So this morning I woke up and it was just amazing. I had such a great sleep. The other thing that I really like is this kind of seating area that you have now, because you obviously before you could just sit here on the Snuuzu but it would be a bit lower. So it's really nice that the Fruble Ultralite gives you this like higher sitting position. So I've got like a really nice viewing position so I can look out onto the loch here and the dam, and it's a lot more comfortable for my legs. I'll show you just now, my legs can just kind of naturally hang down here, whereas before the Snuuzu would be lower and it maybe be a bit awkward with my leg hanging over the back of the car. But yeah, this just feels a lot more natural and a lot more comfortable. So yeah, I definitely think I'm going to be using this setup going forward, because while the Snuuzu on its own does give you a flat surface to sleep on, it's not necessarily completely level as in 0 degrees. But yeah, it's close enough to level. I think it's as close to level as you can get, and obviously it's super comfortable in the Snuuzu. If you're curious about either of these, I'll leave links and discount codes in the description. What I really love about this setup is it's so easy to put away, which is exactly what you want at the end of an awesome camping trip. And what you can actually do is you can leave this section already set up in the boot, so I'm going to try that out as well. So all you need to do when you arrive is just put on these two legs, put your mattress down on top, and you're good to go. Does it though? So maybe on the Juniper Model Y you can leave the seats up with it in place, but on my Pre-Juniper Model Y the boot actually won't close. What you could do is you could just take this and shift it back a little bit, which I think is what I'm going to do. So I could simply just raise this here, and then let's see if that shuts first. Perfect. Go, easy peasy. There is one potential problem though with camping spots like this. You come down a hill like this, and then in the morning you have to get back up it. And if you get stuck here, that cheap night camping can quickly become a really expensive recovery. Well, the trusty old Tesla made it up the hill, no bother. And I think our experiment was a success. If you're wondering if the Snuuzu works with the Fruble Ultralite, the answer is yes. And honestly, it's really hard to beat nights like this, Tesla camping out in the wild in beautiful locations, even with the pouring rain. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next adventure.